First of all, before I get to the topic at hand, I just wanted to mention that I caught a bit of a cold. So if my voice sounds different, that's probably why. My daughter had surgery last Friday at a children's hospital, which is probably where I picked this bug up at. So there's a new game mode in Infinite Warfare called Mayhem, also known as Noobie Boobie Deathmatch. The official description reads as follows: Team Deathmatch with persistent streaks enabled. Score streak progress doesn't reset on death. Now I don't normally make videos on the new game modes, but this one is just too good to pass up. While many people see this game mode as a nightmare due to all the streaks, a challenge hunter will see this as heaven. Being able to die repeatedly and retain your score streak meter is probably the best thing a challenge seeker could ask for. There's so many things you can accomplish in this game mode, so I wanted to talk about a few tactics you can use to maximize your potential. First off, a shameless plug of my own. So I've covered several of the more difficult score streak challenges, such as the Zenith strike, which is taking out Apexes, the Decommissioned challenge, which is taking out RC8s, and even the Carpet Bomb, which is getting 10 triple kills with aerial score streaks. I'll link all of these videos in the description, but I cover every potential way to take out such score streaks in elaborate detail. I couldn't help but notice a few people absolutely failing miserably when it comes to taking out the higher streaks in this game mode. For example, watch here. My teammate calls in an Apex, and the sole survivor on the enemy team first tries to use Scorchers to take it out, which fails. Then he tries to use the Bombardment, which also fails. If only he had seen my videos, he could have easily taken it out with the proper methods. Now before playing this game mode, I highly suggest making an anti-air type class setup. At the start of the match, everything will flow just as a normal game of Team Deathmatch would. Towards the middle, however, it's a different story. Wardens, advanced UAVs, Apexes, RC8s, Thors, and all other streaks in the game will start cascading in, one after another. The last thing you want to do is be caught in the open with no defense against these. So you have two options, more or less. You can do a full-blown anti-air class, or a semi-full one. The full-blown one should consist of the following: 2 jammer grenades, which are basically your EMP grenades in this game, Blind Eye to block you from a majority of the higher tiered streaks, Cold-Blooded in Tier 2, and then double up Engineer to help locate the streaks more easily, and Hardwired. Use a launcher as your secondary, preferably the Spartan, and that'll only leave you with 1 point left, so you'll have to pick a gun you're decent using without attachments. Remember though, this isn't a class to use all game, only when the streaks start rolling in. Now the semi-anti-air class is more user-friendly, meaning you can use it all game if you wish. You can thus focus more so on attachments for your primary rather than perks. The only perks you absolutely need are Blind Eye in Tier 1 and Hardwired in Tier 3. This will block you from almost all the score streaks in the game, but at the same time, you'll be ensuring that you still have gun skill due to not having to sacrifice attachments. Now the best rig payload to run is Striker's Centurion. If you don't know why by now, or you're new to my channel, be sure to watch some of my latest videos. I can't praise the Centurion enough, particularly when it comes to taking out score streaks. Your next decision is picking the right score streaks. Unless you're absolutely atrocious at the game, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to earn any streak you select. Even the Apex is only 16 kills, more or less. 16 kills in Team Deathmatch should essentially be a breeze. My personal preference is to run the Scorchers, the RC8, and the Apex. There's 2 reasons I prefer the Scorchers. First and foremost, the stupid air superiority challenge. I've been trying to complete this one for ages, but finding and successfully hitting ground streaks with aerial ones is tough. Second, a well-placed Scorchers can take out a Warden. Now obviously, running the RC8 and the Apex are just to ensure you don't have a bad game. You're almost guaranteed at least 10 kills with each of these as long as you don't get taken out. So a couple things to note here. First, be on guard for score streak on score streak sexual activity. If you're in the RC8, watch out for the enemy Apex. The Apex can destroy the RC8 incredibly fast, and 9 times out of 10 will be the victor in a one-on-one no-scope battle to the death. However, the Apex is limited to face-to-face battles, as it can't look up to the sky that easily. Next, try to be situationally aware if you're in the RC8. Unlike the Apex, the RC8 can take out almost every score streak instantly. If you get the jump on the Apex, you can even conquer these as well. So be sure to look up towards the sky with that powerful energy cannon it possesses for easy score streak removal. I've played about 20 matches of Mayhem so far, and I'll admit it's a lot of fun. That doesn't mean there's games that aren't fun, of course. In fact, One of the biggest problems I've seen are people leaving mid-match once the streaks start pouring in. When this happens, I tend to be sympathetic towards the people that stick it out. For example, if I have an RC8 or an Apex, I'll purposely let the enemy try to take it out. Unfortunately, I noticed that most enemies think it's a trap, and they won't always take my generous offer. That, or one of my teammates would sneak up and kill them before they can destroy my streaks. Now looking at some of the challenges, there's quite a few you can complete in this game mode, no matter your skill level. Most of the score streak kill challenges should be more than doable. For those of you who have trouble earning the Apex normally, you should focus on those challenges, such as the pilot license, which has you spending 10 minutes piloting an Apex. Likewise, ones such as the walking tank, where you need to absorb 5,000 damage with the RC8 shield, should also be attempted. This is also a great game mode to complete launcher challenges as well. You'll find a variety of score streaks to blow up with all 3 launchers each and every game. I get a lot of requests for the Blind Eye Challenge, which again, this game mode is ideal for. For this, you have to take out 75 streaks while using the Blind Eye perk. What it doesn't tell you is that only AI-controlled streaks count. That means the Vulture, the Warden, the Shock Sentry, and a non-player controlled RC8. I've noticed that a lot of people assume that the UAVs count, and they do not. Lastly, if you're a fan of naked girls, be sure to double your efforts on the support challenges to achieve that beautiful Master Calling card. Most people struggle with the advanced UAV challenges, so being able to earn it essentially every match should help you get these challenges complete. If you have any questions about obtaining any certain challenge in this game mode, feel free to ask me in the comments and I can offer specific advice. I think that's all I wanted to talk about in regard to this new Mayhem mode. Overall, it's a great addition to Infinite Warfare, particularly for those looking to finish some of the harder challenges. Everyone loves earning score streaks, and this mode makes it exponentially easier. Regardless of your skill level, I think everyone should give Noobie Boobie Deathmatch a whirl.
Oh look, there's the, what's his name? Tabor Hill.
The enemy has a drone package.